My name is Neve. Nice to meet you today. So I'm going to explain a 45-minute lesson plan for 10 students between 2.5 years and 6 years old. For the sake of this example, I am assuming that there are no digital aids, no toys or anything, only flashcards, and the space this is happening in is one without desks and chairs, so only open floor space where the children are free to sit on the floor. So we will start with a warm-up, a version of Simon Says, but instead it will be Teacher Says, so it will be nice and active and to get them listening and attuned to listening to English for the next 45 minutes. So I will say Teacher Says. We will start simple, but walking, running, jumping. Then we will go into clapping, waving. We can go into flying, swimming, even skipping, depending on their level. So I say and do, and the children will do. Then later they will, after a few rounds, they will also say and do. Then I will only say, and they will say and do. And I will only do, and they will say and do. Okay, so there'll be different variations. This will last for 10 minutes. Then I will introduce the topic of today, which is animals. For the sake of this example, I have chosen 6 animals that are not in the same category of animals, but are still animals. I've done that because they have very different actions. So we will have the elephant, giraffe, dog, spider, fish, and bird. Okay, so we have, elephant, giraffe is really tall, bird, spider, the dog is on all fours, and then the fish. So I will start by introducing the flashcards and they will repeat. Then I will put the flashcards down in a row on the floor. I will run to the flashcard and they must say what the animal is. Then to make it a little bit more fun, I will jumble them all up and put them in a new row and we will repeat. If there's any issues with not knowing, then I can again repeat with the flashcards so that they get the animal and that they get the pronunciation okay. After that, I will go for the actions. So I will go behind the elephant, I will do the action, they will repeat. Okay, and then afterwards I won't run to the flashcard, but I will stand and I will do the action and they will go to the I will instruct them to go to the card, and also I will say and then they must run to the card. And then to bring in the actions from the start, from the game Simon Says or Teacher Says, and combine this with the animals, I will divide them up into groups depending on class size. So maybe if there's 12 students, 2 in a group, or maybe just 2, so maybe the group of elephants and the group of giraffe. So then I will say giraffes jump. Okay, so then they will be jumping. Elephants swim. Okay, so elephants swim. Then I will do only with action of the group and give the instruction of what action they must do. So this is combining 2 games into one or 2 different topics into one. Then depending on how advanced they are, if this is a little bit too simple, I will bring in the colors. So I can have flashcards associated with the colors that are associated with the animals. So black for the spider, grey for the elephant, yellow for the giraffe, blue for the fish, white for the dog, and maybe brown for the bird. Okay, so I will show the flashcard and then I will say the animal. So the elephant is grey. And then once the colours and the animals have been associated with each other, I will put the colours beside the animals. And then I will say the colours and then they will say the animal. I will say the animal, they will say the colours. Then I can jumble up the colours, jumble up the animals, and then they must match. Okay, and matching is by jumping to the right colour when I say the animal, or even having one student make the match and then letting certain students who feel comfortable to come forward, letting them make the matches. Okay, so in this way we've brought in colours, we've brought in actions, we've brought in the animals and the actions of the animals. And to wind down, we can go back to teacher says, but we can do it in a more slow. We can do everything more quiet and slowly. And even then we can recap the elephant, we can recap the animals, we can recap the spider by saying and doing. We have maybe even 5 minutes of slowing down, especially if it's been so active. Okay, so I hope this has been clear. I hope it shows a little bit of how innovative or creative that we can be with very little and how much fun we can have. Great, so thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you in future, even if it's even if it's not necessarily what I would like to hear, but still thank you so much for giving me this chance, and yes, have a great day and maybe hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.